Mutaa existed before Islam and was practiced during the Prophet's life. But then, something changed. Mutaa, or temporary marriage, wasn't created by Islam. It existed in pre-Islamic Arabia as a short-term transactional relationship. Islam regulated it during times of hardship like war or travel as a temporary solution to prevent zina, not as a lifestyle. It was permitted, not encouraged. So for whatever you enjoyed istamta'tum from them, give them their due compensation. Some scholars linked istamta'tum to muta, others to mahr. But either way, there's no verse in the Quran that allows marrying for a few hours and walking away. Here's where the division begins. Shia scholars argue that muta was never abrogated. They believe that only Allah or the Prophet can cancel a law, not a ruler or companion. So if the Quran permitted it and the Prophet didn't explicitly ban it, then it must still be valid. Sunnis agree muta was allowed early on but say it was later prohibited. Some say the Prophet himself banned it later in his life. Others say Caliph Umar made the ban public during his rule, seeing it as a social danger. But here's the truth. Both sides agree it was practiced. What they disagree on is whether it's still allowed today. Now let's go deeper. Forget the history, forget the labels. What is the Quran actually trying to do? Two things. Preserve society by protecting families and preventing emotional chaos. Preserve the soul by teaching you to control your desires, not justify them. Every law in Islam supports those two goals. So ask yourself honestly, does muta achieve either one? Muta today isn't about family, children, or building a life. It's about legalizing lust using religion to follow temptation with a contract. And here's the danger. If we accept that, then why not accept halal porn, halal OnlyFans, halal weed, halal prostitution, halal same-sex marriage? All of them follow the same logic. I want it, so let's find a way to make it halal. But Islam doesn't work like that. The Quran doesn't teach you to feed your desires. It teaches you to master them. Muta opens the same door as zina, gambling, and alcohol, a path of temptation disguised as law. And when the path leads away from the soul, it's not Islam, it's indulgence. Yes, muta might be halal on paper. Yes, maybe there was a time it served the need. But today, it contradicts everything the Quran came to protect. Family, modesty, emotional dignity, sexual restraint. It opens the door to spiritual detachment and social chaos. And that's why I believe, even if it's technically halal, muta is functionally haram. Not because I follow Sunni, not because I follow Shia, but because I follow logic. And logic follows the Quran. If something feeds lust, destroys families, and promotes temporary pleasure, it's not part of the religion that was sent to purify hearts. Call it marriage if you want, but it's not nikah, and it's not Islam.